7-year-old Wen is vacationing with her two fathers, Eric and Andrew, at a remote cabin in rural Pennsylvania. Wen is super connected to nature. She collects various types of grasshoppers and gives them names and records everything she observes about them. Suddenly, out of nowhere, she is approached by a huge tattooed stranger named Leonard. He develops a connection with Wen, winning her trust. Leonard explains to her that he needs Wen and her parents' help to save the world. As a curious kid, she hangs on to his every word and pays close attention to him. Wen says that she will learn to take care of animals when she grows up. Leonard notices that Wen calls her dads by their first name, so as not to create confusion in the house. Additionally, Wen understands that she has a unique situation of having two fathers, and it does not bother her that others at school judge her and treat her differently. Wen had a broken lip when she was born and tells Leonard that it took a lot of doctors to fix it. Wen gets scared when Leonard says that she and her parents will have to make some tough decisions and runs back into the house. She warns her parents and shuts the doors of the house. Leonard and his 3 associates knock on the door many times. Leonard says that he and his associates want to come in and talk. Wen is scared and says that Leonard and his friends are carrying weapons. Andrew and Eric are not able to call the police as the phone lines have been cut. Andrew bluffs that he has a gun, while it is in the back of their truck. Leonard and 3 other individuals break in with makeshift weapons and tie them up. Struggling to fight them off, Eric sustains a concussion. Leonard and his companions Sabrina, Adrian, and Redmond claim that they have no intention of harming the family. Leonard cleans up the house of all the debris from the breaking in. While Sabrina is a nurse, and she takes care of Eric and bandages his wounds. Redmond is the only one who is overtly aggressive towards the family. Sabrina says that she used most of her life's savings to come to Pennsylvania to talk to Eric and Andrew. Leonard is from Chicago and is a second-grade teacher and a part-time bartender. Redford is from Medford, Massachusetts and works for a gas company. Adrian was a line cook at a Mexican restaurant in DuPont Circle, D.C. She has 2 cats, Riff and Raff. Eric and Andrew believe that they are being subject to a hate crime against the gays. Andrew and Eric had adopted Wen from a Chinese orphanage. Eric is a devout Catholic. Leonard says that, in the past week, they have been driven by visions to find their family. They foresee an impending apocalypse in which oceans will rise, a pandemic will spread, and the sky will fall. The only way to prevent this is for the family to sacrifice one of their own. If they do not make a choice, they will be the last people standing as the rest of humanity, of 7 billion plus people will perish. Leonard says that for every no from the family, the intruders will unleash one disaster upon humanity. When the family refuses, the intruders sacrifice Redmond by fatally striking him with their weapons. Eric sees a figure of light as Redmond dies. On television, news reports show devastating mega tsunamis. Leonard then says that the family will have until the next morning to reflect and decide their next step. Andrew believes Redmond is Rory O'Bannon, a man who had been arrested after assaulting Andrew in a bar, years prior. He thinks Rory tracked him down for revenge. Leonard, Sabrina, and Adrian grapple with guilt, but reveal that Redmond's death has unleashed the first judgment of humanity. Wen tries to escape via the basement in the evening but is caught and brought back by Leonard. The next day, the intruders sacrifice Adrian. Meanwhile, a deadly variation of the flu virus spreads across the world. Eric says that he believes that he saw a person in the light before Redmond was executed. Andrew shuts him down by saying that he has a concussion and has extreme sensitivity to light. Andrew claims that the TV news reports are just pre-programmed shows. Andrew escapes and gets to his gun in the car. He shoots at Sabrina with his gun until she flees. As Leonard is being held at gunpoint, Sabrina breaks in and is fatally shot by Andrew. Leonard decapitates Sabrina, and afterwards Andrew finds Redmond's wallet and proves to Leonard that he was Rory. Andrew confronts Leonard in the bathroom, but Leonard overtakes him and grabs Andrew's gun. A TV broadcast reveals that hundreds of spontaneous plane crashes have occurred around the world. Realizing their time is nearly over, Leonard informs the family that after his death, they will only have a few minutes to make a decision. He then slits his throat. Upon his death, lightning causes fires and more planes to crash. Eric now believes the events are real, and that the intruders represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Not wanting Wen to grow up in a destroyed world, he offers himself as the sacrifice and envisions an older Andrew and an adult Wen thriving in the future. He feels that their family was chosen to make the sacrifice because their love is so pure. Andrew reluctantly shoots and kills Eric. Andrew and Wen find the visitor's truck with belongings that corroborate their stories. In the middle of their escape, before they escape, there is an awkward moment between Wen and Andrew as they take turn turning on and turning off the radio, unsure if their joys would be out of the moment. Soon thereafter, they drive to a crowded diner not far away from their cabin, where they watch news reports confirming that the disasters have subsided, before driving off. The movie ends with an affirmation of their reality finally sinking in as they realize how close they came being responsible for the end of the humanity. Thanks for watching.